Yeah.
So I've hit the live button. That's us live. If anybody is left out there, much apologies. We had a power cut at around about, I don't know, 20 to 8, quarter to 8, something like that. And I thought, isn't that just bloody typical? First power cut we've had in, I don't know, years. So anyway, I'm here. If people are still in the chat, if you know others who were in the chat and who've left, can you give them a quick bell message, whatever, just to let them know that I am back and I am here and we are going to be doing something. Thank you thank you very much, JP. That's 450 pences I can put in the meter.
Do you remember them little boxes you used to get next to the TV?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I remember them. Yeah,
I remember them.
Right then. Andy's here. I'll just add him in. There we go. Hi, Andy.
Hello. What's going on? What's going on?
Thanks. Nick's just shared it out. Joy's asking if everything's all right. I've just got to reply to a couple of messages, guys. Talk amongst yourselves for a while. I will get going in a second. I promise you.
Wow.
So should we just? Go on.
I was just going to say I was a little bit worried about the quality that Nathan was going to be able to get on my branding line with the fine detail. Well, he sent me a preview of it today, and it came out incredible. Look at that.
I saw it on Insta. Yeah, I saw it on Insta. It looks brilliant.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So definitely go and hit him up for it. The lad definitely knows what he's doing.
Right then. So we've got David Birch, David McLaren, Doug Miller, Jeff Christie, Good Turn Daily, obviously JP. We've got Larry, Love Donna, Martin at Woody's Creations, Martin Dixon, Paul Kavanagh, Nathan, Real Ale 999. We've got Barry, Richard Felon. Sorry, I ain't got my glasses on. Where are my glasses there? We've got Robert Lapsley, Stace, Stewart, Nick, Wayne Fennell. Yeah, quite a few people in still. We've got 47.
Can I just say apologies for that? We had a power cut. Like I said, something that we haven't had for years and years. Thanks very much for sticking around, guys. Thanks for the guys for popping in as well. I'll stick you backstage and then I'll get on and we'll do some turning.
Cool.
And hydro dipping.
Yep.
And hydro dipping.
We're back up to 47 anyway, Wayne.
Oh, brilliant. That should be a lot of bloody hydro dipping.
Yeah, I've actually got one of them. I've got one of them hydro dipping sheets. I think you got to lay it in like warm water or something like that.
Yeah, I think you just lay it across warm water.
Yeah, but it's quite a big sheet. I bet I'm going to put it in the bath or something like that.
I think you can cut it up.
Yeah, I probably could do, but it'd only be for like a small bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
I cut this blank today. We got it all sorted out and rounded off and everything, and then practiced because I'm just using a builder's bucket and I'm going to be spraying some paint onto it. The bloody blank didn't fit, did it?
Oh dear.
So I've had to turn it down a bit. But anyway, we are here. Let's go.
We are.
So I've got a blank of ash on the lathe. It's around about 11 inches diameter now by about 2 inches thick. It has got some ripple in, and I know I'll probably get blasted for colouring ripple, but such is life. Let's get some turning done. Right, I'm turning at about 1250 there. Just going to get a basic shape onto the bottom. I'll have to calm down, my bloody hands are shaking.
Real Ale 999 says, does hydro work on texturing?
It's should do. There's no reason. Well, yes, it will. Because if you look at the hydro dipping that gets done on the likes of aluminium wheels, car bodies, motorbike tanks, everything like this, they're all different shapes and everything. So, yes, I would say so.
Yeah. Adrian, the CFR Turner, is just said, hi, guys and gals.
Evening, Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Oh, Rich, I watched your video this morning or last night. The reason I kept on coming off the chuck is because you kept on getting a catch on the wings of the gouge.
Right. Ah.
And it's because if you have a look, you are actually going from the centre and pulling out,
Right.
and there's more chance of getting a catch that way. I think that's the reason why you kept on coming off.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Wouldn't have done it if we used carbide.
No, probably not.
Well, no, but I think it's also the fact that I've done an Irish grind on it, but I've done it by hand. So I think as I'm sharpening the edge, it's sharpening the edge, but not the whole thing. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'll send you a picture later, Wayne, on Facebook and show you.
I actually
Barry
watched
in the house.
Evening, Barry. I watched a very good video yesterday. I think it was from Woodcraft in the States, showing how to do an Ellsworth or Irish grind, just using a grindstone.
Yeah.
Which
I think what it
was
is,
quite interesting.
I may have rounded it over instead of having a nice flat Irish grind on it.
Yeah.
So so I think when you're riding the bevel, I think it's capping too soon.
Still the comedy legends in here now. So be warned, Wayne.
Phil the comedy legend.
Oh,
he's gonna have to change his name on Facebook now.
That'd be good, Nathan. I'd appreciate that. I'll have a look at that, Wayne Fennell.
Sack the juggler.
Sack the juggler.
But he's not going to find work in this kind of circumstance, is he?
Who's that? Catweasel?
Whatever you do, say whatever you do, don't tell Catweasel I had arrived.
So, where can we get those from, Wayne? Those
right, you buy these from Maxminster. The cost about you might as well call it 20 quid. The cost. Yeah. I've lost my bloody pencil again.
It's in your ear.
There we go.
No, it's not.
So does that give you the perfect measurement for your particular chuck or what?
Yeah, and it will for yours as well, Rich.
It's 1996 from Maxminster. I'll post a link in the chat.
Yeah, I might get one of those.
The thing that I keep on doing wrong is that I always dish the bottom of mine. Chris Fisher always leaves his flat. And my pencil never seems to go through far enough.
He used to make his own from wood, didn't he?
He did. That's where the idea came from. So I'll just get this done, then I'll explain about what the holes are about, Rich.
Oh yeah, cheers. I've seen people using them, but no one's ever really explained what, you know. I did the Blue Light Turner's invasion today, and he's got one on hanging up on his wall.
Yeah, I'm going to get one just for the sake of having one.
Right.
Yeah.
What it is now, Chris uses a lot of Axminster stuff, obviously, because he is quite close with them. All the holes that are horizontal, right, they all relate to the Axminster chucks. They're all lettered like the Axminster chucks are. Like the one I've just used there is the external fit for the sea jaws. That's the ones that I tend to use all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty certain that's the ones that you use all the time as well, Rich.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the sea jaws that you use all the time. For people that don't have Axminster chucks, for people that have other chucks, what you've got going vertically is a series of holes set apart at 10 mil distancing. So you can actually make this fit just about any set of jaws that's out there.
Good idea. What about the other ones that are going down at like a 45-degree angle?
What these ones around about here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. On this side of the sizer, this is all the external diameters. If your radiuses, I should say.
I'm following you now. Yeah.
These are all the external radiuses for the Axminster chuck. So they've got a lot of them across there, but they have put a couple sort of down to get the different size. On this side, this is all the internal measurements. So these ones are for going into a mortise on this side, and these ones are for gripping onto a tenon on this side.
Good.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's a good idea.
It is, isn't it?
Invented by Chris Fisher, the blind wood turner, to make it easy of use, obviously for him to use, and then it's been developed with Axminster tools, and they are now producing them, and like I say, selling them for, was it Jamie said 1998, something like that?
Yeah, 1996.
Yeah, okay. Right, I'm using my smaller bull gouge now. This is my 1/4-inch bull gouge, just to start cleaning out the mortise. People use skew chisels to do this. They use scrapers. They'll use the parting tool. If it works for you, carry on doing it. I just prefer using a gouge.
Just to let you know, Wayne, you've got 72 people watching and 37 thumbs up.
Thanks very much for coming in, guys, especially with the hassle at the start. It's much appreciated.
Yeah.
That's the mortise cleaned out. I'll just do the dovetail on the mortise now, just using a scraper. Because I don't know.
Steve from FK Crafts is in, Wayne.
Good evening, Steve. I'm going to use my mortising tool. Rich made one like this a couple of months back, I think it was. Wasn't it, Rich?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And it's set for the correct angle of the dovetail. Right, so that's that done. I'll carry on shaping now. Just move my tool rest round.
Hi, Steve.
Is Scott in tonight, or is he working?
He was in earlier. I don't know
Was he?
if he. Yeah,
He's
like
recovering from being invaded.
before we came on, he was. Yeah,
All right.
I don't know if he is now.
This is just a finishing cut I'm doing now. A very fine cut.
Nick mentioned earlier a big thanks to Space for getting herself ready just in case. We concur. Thank you, Space.
Yeah, thanks very much for that, Stace. I know it was short notice, and I really appreciate what you were going to do there. Thankfully, it came back on.
You know what? I'm going to go and put Stacey's YouTube channel in the description because she was very, very close to having to save the day there. So you should go and subscribe to her for that.
Certainly, go and do that. Subscribe to Stace. She's getting up towards 200 subs, I think, at the moment.
No, she just passed 200.
Oh,
subs,
she's just
so
past 200.
Let's get her to 500 quickly.
I'm just starting off with my 80 grit bull gouge here. Does that look a bit right? The view I've got here, that's looking a bit glary.
Yeah, it
Does
is
it
a
look
little
like
bit bleached out.
It is.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if I can get a different. How's that look?
That's better. Yeah.
That better? I
Yeah.
wonder if I've got a close up of that. No, I haven't. I'll use that one. That's it. I'll use that one. Standing up to 240 on the bottom.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Give that a brush off. And I'll stick some sand and sealer on. I'll just go for acrylic sand and sealer on this, and I'm using the chestnut. Where am I? There I am. Chestnut spray on acrylic sand and sealer. What kind of gift could I make for a wood turner? A bowl depth gouge if you do flat work.
A test piece.
Depth gauge, not gouge. I don't know if you watch Chris Fisher Rob, but he uses a depth gauge for when he's doing the inside of his bowls, so he doesn't join the funnel club.
A tool holder. A tool rack.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of chatting at the moment, Wayne.
Good.
Got a lot of people out there. 75 watching.
Oh, brilliant.
Has anyone got any questions for Wayne?
Yeah, if you have got questions,
We haven't got a word of the day.
Oh, God, I'm going to word of the day. How about drunk? Because that's what I'm going to get when I go in the house.
I don't believe it.
situation normal then.
I think we should go like in these until we can find out that stuff.
And now I'm using get it out of the glare. That's it. Yorkshire Grit, Wood Turner's abrasive paste. And like I keep on saying, if I was just going to put a finish directly over the sand and sealer, I would have knocked that back with a Webrax pad, but I don't really need to do that because Yorkshire Grit is an abrasive paste, so that will do the same job. Start off with the speed fairly low on this.
Andy C.
Rub it in. Stop.
Sorry, Wayne.
Go on.
Andy C. Stay tuned and you'll find out. Simple answer.
Yeah. You'll find out in minutes few, Andy.
Indeed. But Adrian pretty much covered it. They're right there. Paint floated on water with the item dipped through the paint and the paint adheres to the item.
There you go.
That pretty much covers the whole thing.
Right, I've got a shadow. Must have been the overhead camera. Thank you, Martin. Turn the speed up now. Clean piece of paper. And keep on rubbing it in. And what you're doing as you're rubbing it in, the abrasive compound within the Yorkshire Grit is breaking down and going finer and finer and finer. So you keep on rubbing it in, changing to a clean piece of paper and rubbing it in until eventually the piece of paper will come away clean. And once the piece of paper comes away clean, that's the abrasive part of the Yorkshire Grit done its job. And like I said, sanded to 240. Once I've finished using the grit, it's got an equivalent. It's an equivalent to 1,000 grit, the finished piece. And if I was to go on and use Yorkshire Grit Microfine, which I'm probably not because I don't tend to, unless I want a really, really high shine. The Yorkshire Grit Microfine will actually take it to something just over 2,000 or the equivalent to 2,000 grit.
Steve from SK Craft says you can't beat a good rub.
That's right, Steve, you can't.
Rob CP. Question, please.
Yeah.
What is classed as advanced turning? I'm guessing there's lots of answers.
Yes, there are.
Let's go for it. Right.
There's you could class advanced turning into a whole different series of things. You could be an advanced turner using a skew chisel. You could be an advanced turner just doing spindle work. You could be an advanced turner doing segmented work, very thin work, pierced work, colouring, all these things, because you can find that some turners will stick with one discipline when turning and not move on from that discipline.
Hi, Joy.
Hey, Joy.
Is the Yorkshire Grit microcrystalline better to use to bring the shine over melamine spray?
Right.
Andy C with the question.
Yeah, Andy, what you should do with the likes of any lacquer that you're using, if you use thin coats, build up the coats. Once you've put about 5 or 6 coats on, then you could knock it back you've got to really let it cure first. It's no good just leave it 20 minutes until it's touch dry before you do this. You've got to let it cure properly, at least 24 hours. Go back, knock it back with one of these. This is the orange Web Brax. This has got the equivalent grit of around about 1200. Knock it back quickly with one of them, and then again another few coats of lacquer on top of that. And then once that is all cured properly, you can use the Yorkshire Grit Microfine to knock that back, and that will give it a very, very smooth surface. And you can finish off with the wax of your choice. Let's see.
Oh, joy, that's a shame.
Whoa.
Hello, Stacey. I've been here from the start. I just haven't been chatting. It's starting to seem like a waste of time to me. That's a shame.
Joy. We apologized the other night, Joy.
Yeah, come on now.
I was missing your emojis.
And you got 82.
Cheers, guys.
John Fairclough Wood asks, what would you recommend as an ideal lathe for the first time beginner that is a reasonable price?
That's a reasonable price. If you don't mind changing belts or moving the belt for speed changing, I would probably say either the Record 305 DML or the Axminster 305. Can't remember if that's the AL. They're both much of a muchness. They're both pretty good machines, but they don't have variable speed. You've got actually, if you want to change the speed, you've got to change the belt. But as a beginner's lathe, I would say they're both pretty good. If you can afford it, they both come in. I think the Record comes in at the moment at around about 350 quid. The Axminster comes in at just under 300, but I think they're out of stock at the moment. If you're wanting something bigger with variable speed, you're going to have a jump from 300, 350 pound up to around about 700 for a decent variable speed. Smaller gouge. I'm just going to stop this, see if I've got any tear out anywhere. A little bit just at the edge here and around here. I'll get rid of that with the small gouge. There we are. No tear out left on there now. So I'll give that a quick sand. This time I'm going to sand up to 400 because I am going to be putting paint on there. And if you do have any mistakes on your piece, tool marks, anything like this, if you are using the colour as a finish, the mistakes are going to be highlighted. Don't think that using colouring and paint as finishes hides your mistakes, because they don't. You need to have a very good finish on the piece of wood before you think about doing any colouring.
Bob Crawford's in, Wayne. Bob Crawford's in, Wayne. Sorry, mate.
Oh, hiya, Bob.
You just said hello. So
Yeah,
how
I
are
saw that. I just saw it. Right, what's Martin saying? There's a lag in the sound to the actual action. There's not a hell of a lot I can do about that, Martin. I'm sorry. Remember to sand off the edges, because you don't want to be joining the Fingers Club.
85, Wayne.
Come on, guys. Shout
Don't,
all your friends in. I'll get to 100 one of these days.
don't forget to put your thumbs up, peeps, please. $87.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris Cox saying he's already a member of the Fingers Club. There's a lot of it about Chris.
You got a £2 donation from Rob CP.
Oh, thanks, Rob. Much appreciated.
And Steve Coombs is in the chat as well.
Evening, Steve. Just get rid of some of the dust on here now. Seeing as how I am going to paint this before I put sand and sealer on, I am going to clean the grain out with some methylated spirits or denatured alcohol, whichever you want to call it. You'd actually be surprised. It does look clean. It has had a brush off, but you would be very surprised with the amount of dirt that actually comes out of the grain.
Maybe if you cleaned your workshop, there wouldn't be any in there.
Oh, yawn.
Red Eye Dave's in as well.
Evening, Red Eye.
$88. Come on.
Caitlin, if Wayne owed you a drink for every time he swore, wow,
I'm trying not to.
you're gonna need a lorry load for a case.
Yes, I do, Caitlin. Every time I swear, I owe you a drink.
Comedy Phil's donated £5 and says, "Always an education with Wayne. I love it. Well worth the watch, despite the ridiculous accent."
Cheers, Phil. You know that cup of tea we were talking about, Phil? Yeah, with swivel.
That means go away, Caitlin.
Mate, she knows worse words than we could ever come up with.
Right. I'll give that just a quick wipe over. I am going to be doing the web racks on this. Now, I have got wax, obviously, on the bottom of this. So any paint that gets on there will be able to be removed fairly easily.
You're right, Caitlin. He did say that last night. So, yeah, he does owe you a drink. I think you better start owning shares in Coca-Cola, Wayne.
She's only doing it. I mean, I'm only doing it so she doesn't have to spend any money in the bar.
Yeah, she's coming in. That's the only time she comes to your lives. Anything else you want, Caitlin? We might be able to get it for you. We'll make Wayne swear.
Right, so that's the sand and sealer done on the top. I'll take this out of the lathe now.
Phil says I'm originally from Essex and can talk proper in it though. We're gonna go down Tesco's, isn't it?
Right, I'm going to swap cameras. Bear with me a wee while. What I'm going to do, I've had the bucket of water outside because I didn't want to get dust all over the top. I'm just going to bring that in and we'll stick some paint on it.
Oh, is that? No, that can't be. That's a floor.
It is. It's a floor.
Cleaner than mine.
Right, let's have a look at the camera, see what that looks like. Oh, that looks fine.
It looks like a bucket of water to me.
Yeah, it is. Right. So I'm using a couple of shades of yellow, a couple of shades of blue, and a couple of shades of red.
Chris
So let's have a laugh.
Chris says, what temperature is the water?
Cold. And you just spray some paint on top of the water.
So, does all of the paint have to be exactly the same brand?
No, I've got different brands here. It's just all enamel paint though.
Enamel.
Right, okay.
Okay. Oh, that's a shame.
Would you try it with other paints, other kinds of paints?
The thing is with enamel paint, the enamel paint, spray paints will actually sit on top of the water. So you need something that's going to sit on top.
So, in theory, you could actually do it with nail varnish.
Yes, you probably could.
So you could do it to say like a finial or something like that.
Yeah.
In that case.
Right, have I used them all? I'll put the blue in, yes. I think that'll do. I took the bloody bowl off the chuck. I needed it on the chuck so I can hold onto the chuck while I'm doing it.
Plop.
He's going to hydro dip his hand, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Anna, it's my voice.
Is that Anna?
Yeah.
Good evening, Anna. Right, here goes nothing. I always forget.
I'm glad YouTube's recording this. Get ready for another free Coke, Caitlin, because he's bound to drop that and then soak his chuck.
Yeah.
Nah, that didn't work. Stick some more paint in. We'll have another go. If this doesn't work, I'll do some different colouring. This is the principle of what you
try putting it down one side and then kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, rather than putting it.
That's what I was.
Oh,
yeah,
right, okay.
That's what I'm trying to do, but it's not working very well.
Sorry, guys. I had to go put the chickens to bed.
No
There's
worries.
still some bits not taking that. We're going to call that a fail. That's how it's turned out, if you can see that. I'll show you better on one of the other cameras.
Would that be something to do with the wax in the Yorkshire grits way?
I didn't use Yorkshire grit on the top, Rich.
Oh, sorry.
I just used a sand and sealer on the top.
Caitlin says when she did it, she pushed it under the water.
Right, that's probably where I did it wrong, Caitlin.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's not
I've
the
seen
way.
how Caitlin's saying it. That's how I've always seen it. They push it under the water and they wipe away the excess and then bring it up.
Right. Not to worry.
So
Let's
maybe
just see.
you want to take it out of the take it off the chuck and then retry it.
Right, let's just have a quick look just to see. I'm just actually having a check just to see if I want to carry on doing this or not, or just call it a feel and do some different colouring. I'll give it one last go. Stick some more colour in. If it doesn't work this time, I'll do something else. But I will show you the result.
Phil says, "Is the water too wet?"
No, the water's not too wet. If I was using Floetrol or Flow Improver, then it would be too wet.
Anna says take a bigger bucket.
Yeah, I looked for a bigger bucket on it and I couldn't find one.
Caitlin says she used loads of paint as well. Doug says, what's the humidity of the water?
It's cool, Doug.
Oh wow, that looks cool. Looks like a wave. I like that.
Andy should know he's an artiste.
Right, here
I'm
we go.
keeping out of
Just
this
dunk
one.
it in.
He's left us hanging. He's left us hanging.
Yeah.
No, I'll put it back on the lid and then I'll show you. I'm still not happy with it. But at least I've got a decent covering on there now.
You watch it here, turn the lathe off and they come flying off and hit his wall. That actually looks quite nice.
I'm trying to get a closer view. There we are.
That actually looks really nice.
That's it. I'll just wipe off some excess water. It has got a bit of texture on there because there's obviously different layers of paint on there.
That's mad.
What I'll do for tonight, I'll put the dish in just so you can see what the contrast is like. I might even bring this in a bit because I have missed a couple of bits of wood here and there on the outside. So I might just bring this in so it highlights the paint and then put a dish in and then we will see what happens from there. But I think this is going to be a piece that I will probably redo at some point. It's going to be one of them Stuart Farini pieces that he keeps on going back to.
Wayne, there's a few people suggesting a few things. You probably want to maybe when you check later, go back and check through the chat rather than me going through it all. So please note, everybody, I have suggested to Wayne to check back on the suggestion. So thank you, everybody.
I will certainly do that. I always watch the videos back.
So if anything's missed, as we said before, he'll get back to you.
So he's this time he's doing his job, but he's only doing half of it.
Well, no, I'm just palming it off to the next man.
You're doing your job, but you're just giving it to Wayne.
Yeah, I'm only here to supervise, mate. No. But there's quite a few suggestions, and it makes more sense that Wayne gets that rather than
So Keith from Circular Wood reckons it's the Scottish water that's the problem.
Yeah,
It's got any water.
cool it is.
Actually, what was it like the last time you had water in your workshop, Wayne?
It was around about just over knee deep.
Oh God.
Crikey.
That's why I don't like water in the workshop.
Yeah.
Are you online?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you on Teams?
Right, that's given a nice edge to that now. Now I'll just put the dish in.
Amazing what you can find on Google. Nicely done.
Nope, just got a wee bit in the centre there that I missed. Oh, I've had bloody paint on the bevel. Have to clean that out again. That's not looking too bad.
Looks really good. I like it.
There he is.
It's
Yeah.
the sort of this is the sort of effect that I was after. This round here, end up here with the wave type effect. So
You need to do a Remy colours one now, Wayne.
And
yeah,
everyone.
Can we see a front-on view, Wayne? Is that possible?
yep, yeah, you can.
I'll be right back, guys. All right.
Yeah, no bother. Is that a bit glary, Rich?
Nah, but it still looks good though.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Looks really good.
Likey.
That tiny little.
Now,
bit of-
again, obviously, I'm not the first person who's tried to do this. This has been something that's been around for absolutely years and years and years. People doing this. This is how people get the what do you call it? The carbon fiber type look onto alloy wheels and things
Oh,
and
right.
stuff like this.
Yep.
I know Doug did it. We were talking about this the other night, and Doug did it with a set of antlers. I think I'm right there, Doug. I'm not.
He did. Yeah. Oh, hi, Doug. Yeah, he did. But I think he used the film that you can buy.
Right. Rob CP is asking about depth gauges. Right. I'll see if I can explain how to make one, Rob, or what they look like. I'll just take this. I can't get it off the bloody lathe now. Yeah,
Oh,
just take
look
this off
like
the lathe.
My depth gauge. It's brilliant.
That was it.
Right. What you do is. Right. Now, okay. All you need is a piece of wood, or a piece of plywood, fairly thin plywood. So you put it on the bed bars like that.
Oh, God.
Is this going to be better with the side view?
Yeah, I think it will. Yeah.
The side camera. It was like, oh,
Right, so what you've got, you put it on the bed like that,
it was horrible.
and you measure straight down from the jaws, okay? And that's where you make your mark. Because you don't want to be going any further forward than that. So you cut this off here,
Right.
straight across there, so it's in line with that. And then what you do is, you get another piece of wood with a piece built up with a dowel going through, and the dowel sits right at the edge of this piece of wood. And as you bring it down, once the dowel touches the bottom of how much you've cleaned out on the bowl, it leaves a space between the two pieces of wood, between this piece of wood and the one you've got measured in. So that gives you, that space gives you how much depth you've actually got left in the bowl. Does that explain it okay, Rob?
I'm just wondering if it's worth putting a picture of mine on Instagram or something.
Yeah, you could do. Or if you go and watch some of Chris Fisher's videos, the Blind Wood Turner Rob, if you go and watch some of his videos, whenever he's doing a bowl, he always tends to use it. So you'll be able to see what it looks like. And to make sure nothing moves sideways and everything like this, you just screw on a piece of wood underneath. That is the measurement of the distance between your bed bars.
Well, I was using someone else's. Yeah, I was using someone else's.
So you've got 84 watching, one of which is my old man.
Evening, Colin.
Hey, hi, Colin.
That's a lot of people, Wayne. That's great.
Mate, we had 87.
Ooh. 87. Oh,
Top.
mine's is 82.
Yeah, no, we
Oh,
did.
it peaked.
Yeah.
It peaked. Oh, you got 69 thumbs up as well, which is good.
If the bloody electricity hadn't gone off, I might end up with more.
Yeah, you'd have hit 100, no problem.
Okay.
Right.
My dad.
Let's see if I can get out the glare. There you go, guys. That's the bowl.
That's lovely.
I'm not going to sand the dish or finish off the outside. And like I say, I'm not actually certain that I'm too happy with it, although I'm happier now than what I was earlier on.
Can you think?
So that's it. Turned out not too bad. Bottom's been finished with. Got some paint there. That paint will come off no problem, seeing as how we've got wax on the bottom. I'm not overly concerned about that.
Yeah.
I've got some bubbles and things on here. They will all disappear once everything is settled down and evaporated and stuff. So fairly happy. Not sure what type of finish I'll put on. The edges and the dish, they'll have a wax finish. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the paint. Maybe some lacquer. Not too sure.
I'll give you 50p for it.
Cheers, Rich.
Anyone want to get in a bidding war? I'll go up to £1. Yeah.
Nicholas, can you get the scan?
I take it Scott's not in. He mustn't be in.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right. If Scott is in, if he hasn't gone off to work or anything, there's your bowl, Scott. It's all finished.
Mate.
Wayne, we're up to 51 pence in the shed.
So that's it.
65p.
65.
That's the bowl.
That's lovely, isn't it? That. God, that's beautiful.
So that's got
Oh,
the dish has just been waxed on that. The water drop effect has got, I think it's about a dozen coats of lacquer on there, and just been finished off with some wax.
Paul Kavanagh says £2. Oh, Stay says £2
we're
first.
up to £2.
Stace was there first.
£2.50. It's going up.
Oh.
What are we
Stace-
doing?
Stace, you're up bidding yourself, love.
What are we doing?
You missed a JP. There it is. Front on.
All right. What's everyone bidding on?
Well, we've bid it up to £2. Stace has bid it up to £2.50 so far.
You bid
Yeah,
what? What are you bidding on?
The bowl.
This ball.
David,
£3.
David,
Oh,
blue light turns on a
GP.
fiver.
JP,
Oh,
this
here
is
we
the water
go.
drop ball, totally finished, ready for Scott.
All right. What is that? The one that he's buying?
it's
Yeah.
up to a fiver, guys. It's up to a
Yeah.
fiver.
Blue light turner.
Well, you might
Well,
have
that-
two to send there.
What they're bidding on the water droplet bowl.
No,
No,
the bidding on the Hydro Dip.
Oh right.
It's up
Mate,
to a
let's-
fiver. It's up to a fiver.
Let me come back in.
It's not. It's not up to a fiver.
Richard said 7.
£7.
Oh, David's put in tenner.
Fingers has put a tenner.
Oh,
My God, are you lot totally mental?
David's outbid me.
Right, we're gonna have to have a what's it called, like a
Intervention.
Oh, £7.50. Oh no, David's still at £10. £10 if you throw in a turning lesson. Cheeky.
Oh, Richard's put in 15.
Oh,
Sorry, nice.
£15 of bacon.
Oh, Kim's put in 15. Oh, now that's worth thinking of, Kim.
Fingers
David.
says 20.
David's up to £20. Sorry.
You're absolutely mental. A lot of
Sorry,
you.
David. I'm outbid there.
going once. Oh no,
Do I-
wait.
No, keep it going. Don't be doing the going once thing.
Any advances on £20?
Do I have to go back over all my super chats?
Rubber Dub said £8 and some used sanding discs.
I'm blanking.
Ooh, 70. Oh, I see. I can't work that out.
Stacey said she'll walk me dogs for a year.
Ooh.
£20 and 50p.
Oh, £22.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I could stand here all night and watch this.
£22.
oh.
You can have it, David.
Colin saying £15 of wood chips. I don't need any wood chips at all, Colin. Thanks a lot. Anyway,
Oh dear, that's
3
brilliant.
bottles of red.
3 balls of red. Cheers, Nick.
Yeah. Do you want intrinsic or chestnut?
Rob, everybody is putting a bid in for the
Yeah, go for it.
Hydro Dip Bowl. Or not everybody, but some idiots out there are putting a bid in for the Hydro Dip Bowl.
Who's on the winning bid? It's David at the moment, isn't it?
David's on
I think
20.
it is David, yeah.
Is it going to charity?
What? No.
Yeah, Wayne's drinking fun.
Yeah. It's good. It's called the Clasp Alcoholic Fund.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, my guns as well. That's what
What do you reckon? A going once?
Well, you can't. I mean, really. Right.
actually,
No. In all seriousness, guys. In all seriousness, if you look at this closely,
there's a kilo here.
absolute bloody mess. It really is a total mess. And I'm sure, well, knowing David, David, you could do a much better job than what I've done tonight.
It's not about that, though.
With the colouring that you're doing.
It's about having an original piece of Wayne the Woodturner's art, and I'm sure you'll make it beautiful when it's
Yeah.
when it's finished.
I've got an original piece.
I'll go with you.
And so's his dad, because his dad keeps on pinching them.
Yeah, didn't he just?
Like that.
So that's why I have to keep super chatting.
Like it.
One day I'll get to keep one for myself. The beard, 23.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for my. Okay.
Oh, Rich has just put in
I'm
£23.
gonna go for my long range first.
25.
25.
Right. Doug's saying good night. Good night, Doug. That's Doug Miller, by the way.
Okay.
Nice,
See you later.
Wayne really wants this bowl. Sorry, David really wants this bowl.
David, yeah, David
I'll
wants
let him
this ball,
take it.
definitely.
It's yours. It's yours, David. I'll bid on the next one.
Oh, Blue Light Turner saying 290 Jaffa cakes.
He's got that many.
He's eaten 10. No, Dale sent him 300, didn't he? So he's eaten 10 of them.
God.
Did you see the water drop bowl when I showed it, Scott?
I think he did. I think he was here when you showed it last.
Right then, guys. God, mate, look, that's only been an hour, considering I started late.
That's all right. You've turned something nice out of it, haven't you?
Well, it's going to sit for at least.
£25 an hour. I wouldn't complain, mate.
Yeah,
Well, aye, that's true. It's going to sit. All right. Thanks, Scott. I missed that. Cheers, mate. It's going to sit for at least 3 days anyway, till the paint properly cures, and so I can decide what sort of finish I'm going to put on it. But David, if you're wanting it, I will. That's the Irish way.
He's got a bargain there.
Well, he has, because if I was selling it in one of the shops I'm in, it wouldn't be going for £25.
No.
Chris is saying good night. Oh,
Chris.
Scott's saying there's a slab of you with your name on it, Wayne. Cheers, Scott.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we did. Scott wanted to buy the water drop bowl, but I thought, no, I'll do a bit of a wood swap, seeing as how he's got some fairly decent yew down there that he got from Keith.
That wasn't bad.
Nice.
Right, guys, I will, I think, call it a night there. I'll go and calm down a wee bit.
And then get drunk.
Yeah, go and have a few. I'm back on Friday lunchtime. I've got no idea what I'm going to be doing, to tell you the truth.
Pending
I might do another box, except with a finial this time.
No, that was fun.
Oh yeah, my bloody T-shirt still hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, it will do.
Can I mention my invasion tomorrow, Wayne?
Yep, of course you can.
So it's who is it tomorrow? Andy Berkey.
Andy.
Tomorrow.
Oh my life, that'll be something different.
He's a one-off. Great guy. I really enjoyed it. So
Hashtag actual moron.
Hi, turkey leg. Yes, I am, Scott. I am available tomorrow night.
Cool.
What's the water jug like? What water jug? What water jug, Colin?
I think you might mean the bucket. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Don't know. Right, guys, I'll end it there. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologise for being late. It was something totally out of my control. We had, like I say, we had a power cut. First power cut we've had in, I don't know how many bloody years. And it just happened at around about 7:45. So I'll see, for those of you who are around and about, I'll see you on Friday lunchtime. Who's on tomorrow lunchtime?
I don't know. I don't know.
Scott, isn't it?
I can't see Scott doing anything for a wee while yet, to tell you the truth.
Scott's doing Thursday night, isn't he?
Oh, not Scott. Oh, God, I'm in Deal. I can't see Deal doing anything because he usually does a Thursday lunchtime. Scott's doing tomorrow night, and I think Scott's on Saturday lunchtime.
Scott's on Saturday. That's the thing that I got this morning. I can't remember. If I don't hear anything, then it might well be me. But keep your eyes open, people.
Will do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Martin's going to message me on Facebook. Cheers, Martin. I'll speak to you then. Right, guys, there's lots of people saying good night, obviously, so I think we'll end it there. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
It is Scott. It is Scott.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Thursday lunch, Thursday night, and Saturday lunch.
Yeah. All right, so if you want us in at lunchtime tomorrow as well, Scott, no problem, I'll be about. Right, I am going to hit the bloody button.
That's another drink, Caitlin.